So Manchester City get us underway, looking for a positive end of what has been a difficult season. A season that has seen them relieve manager Gareth Taylor of his duties on the 10th of March. And they're almost through here. Kaspari just beaten to it by... held by Manchester United in the derby last weekend, a game they had to win to give themselves a chance going into the final day. And the corner fed in, and they're only away win all season against their relegation rivals Leicester, a 2-0 victory. He's picked up a cruciate ligament injury too. And Crystal Palace on the front foot here. Opportunity for Gale to play the ball into the centre, and Crystal Palace have taken the lead inside 4 minutes. They ventured forwards. Ball given away in the midfield, picked up by Miller Gale. The Danish midfielder squared the ball. And where was the defending? So a potential upset on the cards here. As Crystal Palace go in front and score their first goal in 4 away matches, having drawn 3 successive blanks coming into this. Must be something about Manchester, their last away goal coming at City's rivals United. Zagawa's given that one away. Now Stengel. Gale again with the touchback to Woodham. Zagawa for the through ball to Caroline, but Crystal Palace have it back again. Touch on from Larkin to Potter. It's played over the top, and Crystal Palace could be in again here. Stengel shifting it onto the right foot. Manchester City getting caught short at the back here. Good work from Stengel. Squared it across, and it was Molly. Both suffered injuries this season as well. It's not just those long-term injuries to the forward players that have been a problem for Manchester City. Here's Caroline. And City right back. Another attack breaks down though. And Crystal Palace have given it away. Good work from Hasegawa. Alexandri. Greenwoods. Here's Greenwoods. Spreading the ball out to Kaspari. He's finding a lot of space down this near side. Hasegawa. Kaspari tried to make the run in behind. Play by Hasegawa. Kaspari tried to make the run in behind. Lovely play by Hasegawa. Kaspari digs out across. Fourth, whatever happens, Crystal Palace will finish 12th, bottom of the league. Put forward by Erling. Here's Kaspari. To get the cross in, and following their relegation. Header into the centre, and Swaby getting a foot to it but couldn't get there, and there's the equaliser for Manchester City from Caroline. Lovely the lead. It was a hopeful header forward really. Was a poor header, looked as though Swaby may get a toe to it. Just second WSL goal of the season from the Brazilian, and it is Manchester City 1, Crystal Palace 1. Just a third. Here's Hemp, Sharp at her back, but found the space to get the cross in towards... Alexandri looking for the run of Hemp. Caroline is in the centre. He touch from Kaspari. Pryor all the way. It's more than that. Well, Manchester City are 15 points down on their tally of last season. There's a Gower with the cross in. Caroline couldn't get there. And Hemp arrives. It's getting a lot tougher now for Crystal Palace. It's a lovely ball in from Yui. Has it back by Veerden. Trying to look from distance there, but Manchester City with plenty of bodies back. Swaby, the delivery into the... Good ball in, and Stengel did. Again by Pryor. Zagawa so busy. Over 30 caps for Denmark, Gale. Hemp gets there, holds it up. With the cross in. Up and under for Swaby to deal with. Caroline did well. Coombs onto it. Here's Kaspari. It's an awkward one. Likelihood is it was probably a cross. Laura Coombs seeing more of it now in that position, just behind Caroline. She's trying to shift it on again by Potter. Now sends it forwards. Oh, Gale did well initially to win the loose ball. Just unable to feed it into Abby Larkin. Palace with that early shock for them, Veerden's goal. Before Caroline equalised. And now there's space for Kaspari. In towards Caroline, who couldn't get there. Oh, it's a terrific save. That's a Gower. Greenwood. Palace on the back foot again. Here's Park. Clipped it into... 3-1 win at home to Aston Villa. Really sharp with it. Veerden. Now Sharp. Sends the ball into the box. Ball over the top for Stengel. Up against Pryor. Squares it, Stengel, and it's 2-1 Crystal Palace. Millie Gale finished square it for Millie Gale, and the Danish midfielder tucks it away. And Crystal Palace have their lead back. City opened up here defensively. Just checked a run. The third goal of the season for Millie Gale. Back in front, 5 minutes before half-time. No chance here though for Hasegawa. Caroline the intended target. Palace battling though to win the ball back. Alexandri. Hemp with a chance to deliver. Yanez beats it away. Hasegawa finds the opening and it's blocked by Swaby. The City. That's by Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United. Defeats that are painful but understandable. And they were to end the season with a defeat at home. Hemp. Given away by Alexandri. Back again by Coombs. Greenwood looking to get the cross in. Oh, Caroline with the lovely touch. Hasegawa. She and Alexandria have dominated the midfield for Manchester City, who have dominated the ball, but by Knark. And that is the end of what has been an entertaining first half. Crystal Palace, as it stands, on course for just their third win of the season and only their second away from home. They hadn't scored on their travels for 3 games. The half-time score, it's Manchester City 1, Crystal Palace 2. She'll rule the Dutchwoman on for her 19th appearance of the season. Manchester City on the front foot immediately. Caroline. And here's a chance already for Lauren Hemp. And Manchester City have taken 32 seconds to equalise at the start of the second half, but the flag is up. Kaspari. It's it back from Fujino. And goes for the return. Fires the ball in, Swaby clears it away. Fujino and Ward have immediately injected some pace and purpose to Manchester City at the start of this second half. Hemp with the cross in. Stengel. Greenwood with the foot in, but Stengel comes away with it, goes for goal. 20 returning to England after just the one season with Lyon, where she only featured 11 times for them. Cross into the box, header away by Swaby. Hasegawa trying to feed it back into Fujino. Potter wins it back for Crystal Palace. Bearden loses it. And Nolan back to Yanez, who goes long. Hasegawa, who joined Manchester City last year from Tokyo Verdy. And now they're in behind here, Manchester City, and it's off the post. Jill Roord inches away from equalising for the home side. Swaby. Bearden with the touchback again. An opportunity for Stengel. Fires it straight at Keating, and then the follow-up is saved again. Hasegawa clears. Of course, shorn of the pressure that comes with fighting relegation now that they know they're down. Here's Caroline. It's a good performance nonetheless. Caroline will have to go alone. Hasegawa. Knark to Greenwood. It's a lovely measured ball into Hemp. Greenwood in space, lays it off first time to Roord. Kaspari. One more to Fujino, lifts the cross in. Oh, Kaspari and Fujino on that far side. And look at that for technique, just a little clip just to stand the Crystal Palace were to win here against Manchester City. Roord. Hemp fires it across. Oh, it's... Well, that is as gilt-edged as chances come. Lovely ball by Hemp. It's simply a tap-in from 4 yards. She should have been celebrating her and Manchester City's second goal. It's Fujino. It's a good run. Caroline. Kick that wide to Hemp. He lifts the cross in again, and it's saved once more from Caroline, but turned in on the follow-up. Manchester City do have their equaliser. From Shea Yanez. It was all about the run by Fugino initially. And then Caroline laying the ball out to Hemp, who put in another inviting delivery for the Brazilian. But Jill Roord could. And it is Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 2. And if Palace are another thing, dropping them against Crystal Palace, the division's bottom team, but Palace have been worthy of both their leads. Swaby and Yanez getting in a bit of a tangle here. High delivery this time, and the header is in. Rebecca Canuck on hand to score. Second game in succession that the German centre-back has weighed in with a goal for Manchester City. The derby against Manchester United last weekend, she just backed away, found a bit of space. Third change for Manchester City. 23rd appearance of the season in all competitions for it's Greenwoods. Cross into the area again towards Caroline. Hasegawa. Taken away from Keela Brown, but Hasegawa has it back. Roord. Manchester City now. Crystal Palace struggling to get out of their own half. Hasegawa. Let's have some time and space and try to clip it through to Fugino. Here's Caroline. Woodham trying to stick with her and did well against the Brazilian, who felt she was being fouled. Spari's delivery, tipped away by Yanez, fired back into the danger zone, and Manchester City didn't have enough numbers forward. Here's Caroline now. Given away. It's Fugino again, charging at the Palace defence. Caroline with the little tummy, and Blinkila Brown did score in the Champions League against Hammarby last season. It's from the edge of the box, slight set up again for Blinkila Brown to hit one. Now Larkin. Hasegawa though doubling up there with Greenwoods. Work rate of Hasegawa so impressive. Larkin's got the ball though. Cleared away by Fugino. Caroline once more has it. Hasegawa. Greenwoods. Hasegawa. And Keela Brown. So a nice little ball inside. It's a good save again from Yanez to deny Roord. Remember, who only turned fully professional in 2023. They were semi-professional for 5 years before that. Kaspari. Well, the goalkeeper Yanez got something on it, but perhaps not enough. Hasegawa finds space. Crystal Palace with bodies in the way again. The man in the dugout, Nick Cushing, coach who has overseen more success for Manchester City than anybody else, but only on an interim basis. Here's Fujino. Rords. Carroll in turn. Even beat the defending champions Barcelona by 2-0 here. Here's Carolyn. In behind, is this to be her second and Manchester City's fourth? It is. And finally Carolyn gets the better of Shea. Takes her tally to 3 for the season in the WSL, 4 in all competitions. Fujino with a lovely ball. And Carolyn timing the run to perfection. Swaby couldn't get back to challenger. And this time just a... Manchester City 4, Crystal Palace 2. And a really good game. They remember going ahead at the same time on the final day of the season. Fujino. Carolyn sniffing a hat-trick now, maybe. Going on the outside, goes round Swaby, clips it to the back post. Woodham getting ahead to it, and Crystal Palace. There's Rords. Heavy touch from Woodham. A lovely play by Rord to pick out Fujino. Wants the return from the Japanese winger, shifts it on. Carolyn! Oh! Manchester City set to finish on 43 points. Massive gap between the top 4 and Brighton and Hove Albion in 5th coming into today. City were 12 points ahead of Brighton. As again. It's a poor throw in straight to Hasegawa. And here's Fujino. Oh, what a... Well, there's no stopping Kanak, is there? 5-2. And the German centre-back scores her 3rd goal in 2 games. What a remarkable end to the season. Goal in the derby last weekend, and now 2 here to finish the season against Crystal Palace from... And the curtain comes down on the 2024-25 season for both these sides. Disappointing one possible before Rord and Kanak scored in the space of 3 minutes to turn the game around before Carolyn and then Kanak again added their seconds late on for Manchester City. Tell, Crystal Palace beaten again, they go down bottom. It is finished here, Manchester City 5, Crystal Palace 2 by 5 goals to 2.